Hello, today we are going to look at Inovio, and I really need to get this information to you now because I think the stock is about to take off. So stick around, you do not want to be in the dark on this stock. Keep it simple. For those of you new to the channel, I am the Simple Trader and we keep it simple here. I am not a financial advisor, so we're not going to go too technical here today. This channel is growing, and that's thanks to all you subscribers out there. If you haven't already, please consider to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up as it really helps out the channel. Without further ado, here's the rundown. Update on my position, price action and coming prediction. 5 reasons we're going nuclear. Last month I published my first video on Inovio, so if this is the first time you stumbled onto a video about Inovio, or if you want to know more, then please do check out that video which gives you an in-depth, all you need to know bullish thesis on Inovio, and you can find the link in the description below. My position. In my previous video I didn't disclose my position. So today, I'm putting my money where my mouth is for you to see. After completing my full bullish report and research into Inovio, I was looking for an entry point. On the 16th of November, I pulled the trigger and jumped in with 535 shares at an average cost of $12.08. The stock went down for the rest of October and it gapped down big on the 9th of November to a low of $8.50. That put me at a 29% loss on paper. Guess what? No matter how tempting it was to cut loss, I stuck with my simple rules of engagement for my freedom portfolio management. If you want to know about my full freedom portfolio, how I compiled it, the strategies and rules of buying, which growth stocks, then please leave me a comment down below and I will look to do a full video on this and hopefully give you a concept of how you can start building your wealth fast in a similar way. Well, Inovio stock has finally gone up above my entry price, so miraculously I'm in the green and up around 4% on paper. I believe
then there'll be more, much more, I guarantee it.
Price action and prediction. Essentially, the stock has been moving sideways since the end of September after the big crash from $18 due to the partial hold by the FDA. That is until last Friday, where the stock went close to hitting $14, breaking the resistance level around $13. However, the stock sold off during the day and ended back at $12.60. I believe the stock is ready to make a move upwards, and if it does, we could be looking at filling the gap all the way back to $14–15 with the next resistance level at the $18 range. When do I see this? I see this moving fast as we approach January, where I believe there is a high possibility that we will find out more news from their phase 2 trials on INO 4800. If the news is positive, which I'm expecting, I really think $22 is a bare minimum level the stock will hit, and that means it will be close to doubling up from today's price. If we get more good news about VGX-3100 in early 2021, which is in late phase 3 stage trials and pending results, then I can see Inovio retesting and filling the gap all the way to $24 and potentially going parabolic.
Now, the key to making money in a situation like this is to position yourself now before the settlement, because by the time you read about it in the Wall Street Journal, it's already too late.
I see huge moves coming, and from a risk-reward perspective, I see Inovio hitting $100 within 1 to 3 years, representing a massive 8x return if you get in now. Think about this, VGX-3100 could end HPV cancer.
You can't be serious, man. You cannot be serious!
5 reasons Inovio goes nuclear. I am expecting that come January, Inovio will release some, if not all, of the phase 2 data update and or positive results for INO 4800 thus far.
We like to advance INO 4800 as soon as possible. I know there was a small delay in getting to this point. We're very much looking forward to our dedicated team has been working in the background to run our phase 2 portion as efficiently and rapidly as possible. We want to get to finish the phase 2 in the first quarter and plan to start the phase 3 portion of our efficacy Innovate trial in second quarter of 21.
We are expecting phase 3 results for VGX-3100 in the first half of 2021. This is the vaccine for the treatment of HPV, and it will be an absolute world changer. Just listen to Dr. Cornelia Lou Trimble's presentation 5 years ago.
Now, most people's immune systems eventually clear the HPV, but some don't, and that's the risk factor for cancer. How big of a risk factor? It might surprise you to know, it surprised me, that the link between HPV and cervical cancer is bigger than the link between smoking and lung cancer. Okay, maybe you're sitting there thinking, isn't there already an HPV vaccine? There is, but it's a preventive vaccine. Preventive vaccines prevent infections. So that means you have to give it to someone who has never been exposed to HPV, someone who's never had sex. Let me tell you the difference between preventive vaccines and therapeutic vaccines. They both make an immune response, but a preventive vaccine prevents you from getting something. A therapeutic vaccine treats something you've already got. Last month, we reported results in a big clinical trial. We had tested a therapeutic vaccine made by a biotech company called INOVIO. We tested it in women with HPV cervical precancers. We cured half the patients. For those of you who are sitting there scratching your head thinking, why is curing half the patients so good? What you need to know is that this had never been done before in humans. This trial was a stand-up double because it showed that it's possible to use a therapeutic vaccine to get a person's immune system to get rid of precancerous cells. And we have every reason to think that we can tweak the system to get the cure rates even higher. What about other cancers? It turns out that at least 20% of human cancers are caused by a specific infection. So that raises the possibility of being able to either prevent or treat disease by focusing a person's immune response to the infection. In a lifetime, the probability, the odds of having cancer are pretty high. In men, 1 in 2. In women, it's 1 in 3.
The link to the full video is in the video description below if you are interested in this great presentation. I really think VGX-3100 will be world changing and could propel Inovio into the limelight. On the 3rd of December, they entered into an agreement with Kaneka. This is big! Kaneka Eurogentic is considered as the world leader in biomanufacturing of GMP DNA plasmids for gene and cell therapies. DNA plasmids are the active pharmaceutical ingredient of DNA vaccines, as well as the key starting material of mRNA, new generations of vaccines. It really does seem they are gearing up for gigantic production, and I don't think Kaneka would work with Inovio unless they know or they see that INO 4800 has the future to go into mass production. Institutional buying is a key indicator for me, and one that has proven time and time again to point me in the right direction on a stock. Think about it this way: if institutions are piling in, then the stock only has one direction to go, realistically. They all say follow the smart money. DoD, continued support and investment. This can't just be me, but I really smell something going on here, and this is one big reason why I'm so bullish. I can't imagine a different scenario other than the fact that the DoD knows something we don't, or they could already be securing millions of doses, considering they already announced the big money going to Inovio's manufacturer Ology. And how much more frontline can you get? I mean, no other vaccine maker has had the interest or funding of the DoD. Thank you so much for watching my update on Inovio stock, and remember, I do have a position in this company, so please do take my analysis with a pinch of salt.
Salt it? Salt it? Jesus Christ, it looks like an episode of Narcos. Why all that salt?
Again, Please do your own due diligence and speak to a professional before you look to buy any shares, and I hope after you have done so, you can see what I see. If you are interested in other huge growth stocks that I have in my Freedom portfolio, please check out my other videos. For more huge growth stock picks, analysis and updates, please stay tuned and consider subscribing to my channel so you can get all the information first. I am The Simple Trader and will simply see you next time.